Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Somaliland National Television English News Program. My name is Farhat Sheikh Habib and I'm here to update you with Somaliland and international news. These are the main headlines making news. Somaliland Chief of Migration Department Mohammed Ali Yusuf visited Western regions. The governor of Muradijeh region attends an agreement signing ceremony by Dror and Salahleh districts. Iran nuclear talks enter make or break stage. Somaliland Chief of Migration Department Mohammed Ali Yusuf, accompanied by high-ranking members of the Migration Department, took a supervisory tour to western regions of Somaliland to assess the background and the situation of the major districts in Somaliland western regions. The governor of Muradijeh region attended a ceremony in which the authorities of Salahleh district of Somaliland and Dror district of Ethiopia signed an agreement to cooperate in terms of security and business. You are still watching English news program on Somaliland National Television, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news program. And now for our international headlines in detail. Chinese activists and journalists go on trial. Reporter Gao faces charges of revealing state secrets, while Uyghur scholar's life sentence appeal rejected.
Chinese authorities have put on trial an outspoken journalist accused of revealing state secrets and rejected an appeal by a prominent Uyghur scholar whose life sentence on separatism charges had sparked an outcry from the West. The closed-door trial of Gao Yu, 70, accused of providing state secrets to foreign contacts, began on Friday morning in a Beijing court. Gao, who is well known for her critical articles of government leaders, faces a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. In a separate case, Ilham Tohti, China's most prominent advocate for the rights of Muslim Uyghur people, hid on Friday. He lost his appeal in a detention center in the northwestern Xinjiang region. President Xi Jinping's government has convicted and detained hundreds of people in what rights groups say is the most severe assault on human rights in China since the 1989 crackdown on a pro-democracy movement around Beijing's Tiananmen Square. The logic behind all of this is that their sense of crisis is getting worse and the regime is feeling more and more insecure, said Zhang Lifan, an independent political commentator in Beijing.
Iran nuclear talks enter make or break stage. 6 nations want Tehran to scale back its nuclear program in exchange for lifting sanctions, but major hurdles remain.
Iran's nuclear talks are due to enter the make or break endgame days ahead of a deadline that might not be met as few but significant hurdles stand in the way. Officials from Iran and 6 world powers US, China, Russia, Britain, France and Germany arrived in Austria's capital Vienna for the final round of talks starting on Friday, in which it is hoped Iran will make concessions on its nuclear program in exchange for lifting of sanctions. The deal has to be reached before Monday's deadline. Speaking in Paris on Thursday before flying to Vienna, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said, "We are not discussing an extension, we are negotiating to have an agreement. It is that simple." He added, however, that the U.S. and all the other powers were concerned about the gaps. Britain's Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond had said on Wednesday that he was not optimistic the deadline could be met. "I think if we make some significant movement, we might be able to find a way of extending the deadline to allow us to get the final deal," Hammond said in Latvia's capital Riga. Russia's main negotiator in the talks, Sergei Ryabkov, was quoted by Russian news agency RIA Novosti on Thursday as saying tense atmosphere shadows the talk, and that in the current situation it will be very difficult to get a deal unless there is an EU spirit. French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius, who together with his British counterpart was expected in Vienna on Friday, said at a joint news conference with Kerry in Paris that he hoped differences could be bridged, but that depends on to a very large extent on Iran's attitude.
That's the end of our English news program on Somaliland National Television. From me and the rest of the team are leaving you until we meet for the next time. Goodbye.